Hola, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Joe Dark y bienvenidos otra vez a Narcissu Side Second. Como siempre digo, recuerden, the voice is in English y los subtítulos en español. Without further ado, let's start. Those dazzling days, those summer days, burning sunlight and the winds of cicadas. Today also looked like it would be a hot day. The dear summer I faced since the day I was first hospitalized. Of course, it's not like I was hospitalized the whole time. There were days interrupted with home and patient care. It's been half a year since the last came. The time I spent wearing pajamas slowly grew. And if I indirect proportion, the number of people who came to visit me shrank. At the first, classmates came to visit me every day. People that were once called friends. But now, they had turned into acquaintances. Even if I met them on the street, they leave after exchanging a few words of greeting. Soon, those acquaintances will turn to strangers, and someday I will probably erase them from their memory. That's a really fucked up shit. Very sad. This probably makes things uncomfortable for people my bare existence with them. Even if they meet me, probably doesn't raise their spirits, and probably the same goes for thinking about me. And so, I think I will decide to erase me. Yet, whenever the end of the school day came, every day I continued to watch for someone to come. And then, after half a year of waiting, I stopped looking outside. Finally, I remembered to close the curtain. I accepted the fact, guessed at the reason. After 3 years, even I came to understand. It's not that they had forgotten about me. It seemed they made it as if from the start they never knew me, never saw me. As if there had been nothing there to begin with. They probably want to keep their eyes closed around what I was being admitted in and out of the hospital. When people had already stopped coming to visit me, and I had most likely been erased from everyone else's memories. My family moved from the freestanding home we had long lived in to an apartment, and my mother started working part-time in a nearby takeout lunch shop. Spoilers or not, just pay attention to this part. This exact part is really important for the future of the world series. It's only for Narcissu Side Second, and for the first one. Just point it out. It's very important. I don't think it's a spoiler because I don't say why it's so important, but it is. The meaning behind it all, even I could understand. Hospital fees were no joke. In the ward, every day, it was a conversation topic for the patients. I came to know the patients themselves for the responsibility to their families far more than the families could imagine. And then, the small, old, slightly dirty wooden building that was our new home. On top of being smaller, our daily commute stretched to over 2 hours. Meanwhile, the distance I had to take to the hospital became to a 3-minute walk. In front of that beat-up, cramped apartment, father said, "The air here is nice and feels good, doesn't it?" Saying that, he smiled, and mother smiled in the same way, because the heat might aggravate my health. They put an air conditioner in my room. Of course, no other room had one. And mother, who had started going to that part-time job, often bringing back croquettes and fries for me, saying they were leftover. In that cramped room, we ate together. Always, they smelled happily. It was very painful. Their forgetfulness was unbearably painful. Instead of feeling thankful or happy, I was filled with guilt. It's your fault. Probably that was what I wanted them to say. I want them to blame me more. Being treated kindly hurt. I remember troubled feelings of irritation, even anger towards myself. If God were around, I wanted Him to quickly heal me, or if that wasn't possible, to let me die now. Everyone else was in the middle of erasing my existence. Oh, it's so fucking sad. Oh, I'm sorry to break up character, but poor. It was Himeko, right? But in contrast, my parents sought to make me stand out. That was much more painful. Even as I was being treated kindly, I hated myself to be unable to repay it. I cursed the fact that one of the countless misfortunes in the war happened to fall on me by chance. In such times, smiling and putting a cheerful air might have been what I was supposed to do. But I was able to manage was to quickly eat the fries that I really didn't like very much. There was no silence in the air. The burning sun and the cries of cicadas. When the wide rainy season close created and I had turned completely into summer after being readmitted into the hospital for an time, finally I was discharged. But that wasn't the end of it. The word discharge also meant on the next time I was admitted, the beginning of a long life of outpatient care. Under the blazing sky today, I again walked 3 minutes distance in my pajamas. To my mother, who had offered me to come along, I replied, "It's alright." In my own way, I was supposed to be out of consideration for her, but the desolate look in her face at my words had also hurt. So also, you think you buried with essence? My feet had to stop before some school. Most likely was an elementary school. Your essence. Since it was already summer vacation, there were many people inside. In front of that empty schoolyard, for some reason, I went out gazing. Without thinking, my feet had stopped. Occasionally, I would see happy children running around. My eyes would follow them. Under the blazing sky, the long-sleeved pajamas were hot. I feel strongly out of place gazing at the school shop. After standing there for a while, I once again began to walk. However, not towards the hospital, but home. Once I returned to my room, I took the sailor uniform that had been in my dresser. A sleeve that I hadn't passed my arm through in 3 years, a just like new uniform. Previously, they had been worn for only a single week. And now, to me, they were the only clothes other than pajamas I owned. Once again, walking under the blazing sky, the noisy cicadas and ruinous weather was the same as just before. But the people who walked by, their eyes did not pause upon me. Even I, a part of the backdrop of the city, as a part of what builds up everyday life, but accepted. And then, when I entered the schoolyard from earlier, before my eyes went to a metal bar for small children to play with, I extend my hand towards it. Pressing my strength into my arm, I pulled with all my might and kicked it at the ground. a moment sensation of floating, and my body spins around. It's still okay. I whispered that aloud for some reason, when I looked around for a thought about, oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. She's so really cute. The strong sunlight made the panel white, and it made the ground look wavy. Occasionally, I could hear the voice of happy children and same voices together against the summer of the season. With my hands already beginning to shake from the support of my weight, I socket of the present. Why was that I suddenly want to do this? I wonder. The exact reason that even I knew. By now, since I wore anything but pajamas dwindled. The pressure from the need to do otherwise had also disappeared. Did I find that to be sad? Or perhaps I wanted to test it to still have the strength? I should be the same as everyone. Should be the same as the normal people who were over there. So, to somersault around the bar, I shouldn't be making such a strange face. Because I felt the way I forced myself to make a smile. Aww, so sad. Shut up. I'm not tearing up, you are tearing up! But, just as I wasn't able to stop the shaking of my hands, it seemed that too was difficult for me. Narcissu. Are we on time for the intro? The guy's skull filled the air. Hot. Even though it was still morning, the asphalt looked wavy from the heat. Today also looked like it would be a hot day. And in that, as I headed toward the hospital alone. With this distance, even though I could have gone in pajamas, when I had to go out, I can't wear my sailor uniform. Most likely, I was still wavering. How long this wavering would continue, even I knew. One day, I might suddenly just be able to give up. It was just that I had come to think that the span of 3 years was more than enough for me for a person to change. Then, passing by that school at the entrance to the hospital before my eyes. And here hold it over. I already passed my 15 minutes straight time. Sorry for a shit ton for letting this as a cliffhanger. So I hope you like it. Please leave a like, share with your friends, and wait for the next time. Without further ado, thank you for watching. See you later. Adiós. Nos vemos en la próxima y para un polvo tan rápido.